Hello friends, Koolio here, and welcome back to the channel. Today guys, we are checking out the global soft launch for Princess Connect Redive, or priconne. I think that's how most people say it. Forgive me if I'm saying that wrong, but this is a game that a lot of people have been very, very hyped for. Now, I want to be upfront with you guys, completely honest. When I first initially heard that this game was coming out globally, I was like, okay, cool. Like, I remember playing the game, I enjoyed the game, but it had been a while, and I wasn't really super pumped for this game like a lot of people were. But then I downloaded the game earlier this morning, started playing it, and I gotta say, I'm really, really enjoying this game. Not because of the waifus, not because of the gameplay. Like, the game has great waifus, okay? I'm gonna say that up front. Great waifus. The gameplay itself, the combat, it's fine. It's more on, like, the bland side. Your characters basically auto-attack the enemy, and then they gain an energy gauge, which then they're able to activate their ultimates, which the ultimates do look really, really great. Plus, there are other skill and passive activations which come into play when you're kind of setting up your team, which we'll get into a little bit later. Like, I'm not saying the combat's that bad. It's just, it's not the best combat system I've seen in a gacha game. So, besides the waifus, the combat, what is, like, the main draw to this game? What is the main reason why I think this game's actually really good? And that has got to be its quality. Like, they knocked the quality out of the park with this game, okay? The animations of these characters, the English translations are so good. The story, the anime intro, and, like, the anime cutscenes that you get as you play through the game. It's just such a really, really good quality game. And maybe it's because I've played a lot of kind of lackluster gacha games in, like, the last couple months and stuff, that this game is really standing out to me because it reeks with quality, you guys. And that's got to be the main reason why I'm actually really, really enjoying this game. Again, I wasn't really hyped for this game. I heard it was coming out. I wasn't really putting it on my radar. I pre-registered and that was it. But then suddenly this morning, they're like, yo, by the way, it's freaking soft launch. It's now here. Now, I do want to let you guys know, if you are interested in playing the game, I don't know what regions it's available, but you can find it on, like, APK Pure and Tap.io and Kuwap. But if you are deciding to play on an emulator like I am for this video, I do play these games on my phones, but I record on an emulator. If you decide to play on BlueStacks, which is what I'm using, you do need to use a 64-bit Android emulator to do that. So, if you're using BlueStacks, make sure to use the 64-bit Android version from their website in order to install and play the game. So, besides, like, the quality and everything else, what are some of the other benefits, some of the other things that you may want to jump in and play this game? First of all, like I said, the story is great. The English translation, they knocked it out of the park. I feel like there's a lot of really great quality gacha games from the East that finally come over to the West, and their English translations are just not that good, or just terrible. For this one, they did a fantastic job. Now, another thing that I love about this game so far, too, is the fact that there is visual progression for your characters. I am a huge advocate of games with visual progressions. And I love the fact that if you summon high rarity characters, they come with some really incredible art. Like, really, really incredible 2D art for their characters. You even saw my main character on, like, the home screen, how it's all animated and beautiful. And I'm really excited to do some summons because I've actually saved all of my summons for this video. I haven't done any of them. In fact, I do need to get some new characters because my team composition right now is a little bit on the weaker side. I don't even know if I'll be able to beat this boss because I don't really have a really good healer, and I only have one singular tank, and my tank is just taking too much damage. Now, when it comes to, like, your team composition and setting up your team, I do want to kind of go a little bit into that in just a little bit, because I do want to talk about, like, character progression, because the way that they handle character progression in this game, I really like. And it's not so much that it stands out compared to any other game, it's just they make it really, really easy to upgrade and progress your characters. So, I was unable to beat this boss, so what we need to do is actually go and we'll talk about character progression, upgrading our characters, and see if we can't do anything. Maybe even summon some characters too. So, the game does have a decent amount of gacha characters that you can summon for. All waifus, I believe. I don't think there's any guys in this game, no husbandos. But they do look really great. I think their art style looks amazing. I love these 2D art, like the full wallpapers for them. They look so good. So, let's go ahead and talk about some of the characters. So, the one that I have right now, her name is... Wow, why can't I... Io. Io? Is it Lo? Io? I think it's how you say it. Io? Yeah, sure, why not? She is a back row character. Now, I have 3 back row characters. I have one single mid row character, and then I have a single forward character. So you do need to kind of pay attention to how many of each of these positions that you have, because even though I have, like, I think a decent tank, because I only have one character in the front, she's taking a lot of damage. Now, when it comes to upgrading your characters, like I was talking about before, upgrading your characters in this game is stinking easy. Not so much in like trying to go and get all the materials that you need to upgrade them. It does take some grinding and kind of backtracking. But they have this button right here, this optimize button. All you have to do is just click on it. And basically what it'll do will be like, all right, I'll equip all the best items. I will go ahead and I will upgrade all of your skills. I'll level you up to the max level. It basically does everything for you. And I love it. It's super easy. You just click on this and you're good to go for your characters. And I love that. I think that's really great. Now, leveling up your characters is pretty straightforward. You just get mana potions and stuff. You got your daily dungeons that you can play to get it. But the skill system in this game, I think, is pretty cool. I actually really like the skill system. Like I talked about before, they have their ultimate ability. It's called their Union Burst ability right here. Basically, once they fill up their gauge, they're able to activate it, and they deal a lot of damage. They do their ultimate and their cool animation plays. But they do have other skills that will be activated as you're playing through the game itself that you don't activate, they activate by themselves. So for Carol here, it's called the Lightning Sphere. Inflicts a moderate amount of magical damage to one enemy directly in front. This is an ability that will just go off by itself. I don't activate it. There's no button to activate it. But I do kind of like how there is more than just your singular Union Burst skill, but there are other skills that your characters will activate that you can use to kind of really fine-tune your overall team. So for example, once I push her to rank 3 by taking all of my equipment, once I have all the equipment available, I can then go ahead and rank her up to rank 4. And then once I get to rank 4, I'll get the Reduce Armor ability. Lowers physical and magical defense of an enemy directly in front by a small amount. Lowers it defense by 1, and then magic defense by 1. So I do like this kind of pretty straightforward, simple skill system. And they have their EX skill. This one's called the Dark Eclipse. Unlocks at rank 7. Moderate boost to own magical attack at the start of the battle. Boosts own magical attack by 15. So, and then you have the Ascension system. Now, you guys know my opinion on shards in games. I'm not a big fan of collecting shards to summon characters or even like progress the characters. But there are lots of different ways in the game to actually get the shards for your characters and not just through summoning. You can get it through like your daily dungeons and stuff like that. You can exchange it in the shop. So I am glad that that is there. But I do want to talk about the shop now because this is something I'm not the biggest fan of. At least, actually, let's go to the gacha because this will show it better. There is free premium currency and then premium currency. I'm not a big fan of that. I know a lot of people are. The split between paid currency and free premium currency. I did want to let you guys know up front that that is in this game. So if you're not a big fan of that, unfortunately, it's there. So there is a lot of other stuff I want to talk about this game. The game does have a lot of different gameplay elements to it. You've got your grotto, your dungeons, sanctum survey, clan battles, princess arena, battle arena. And again, this game has been out for kind of a long time, so there is going to be a lot of content eventually coming out for this game. So there's going to be lots for us to do. Another big, huge part of this game is the story missions. I love these kind of story missions. They're not something that you play. It's just something that you get to watch and read and get to know the characters a little bit better. And they have these really, really great animated sort of anime style cutscenes and stuff that look super good. I do recommend as you're going through and you're increasing and upgrading your characters to make sure that you go and actually read their different stories and stuff, because you do get status upgrades and you get free premium currency. So let's go ahead and now spend my premium currency and see if we can't get more of some of these really, really great art. Because if you look at some of my other characters, they look good, but they're not like super over the top like that one character that I have. So yeah, this looks so great. Let's go ahead, gacha. So they only have one premium gacha right now, and they have the basic one, which is you can summon equipment items. But let's go ahead and do the premium one. We should be able to do at least 20 summons. I should have maybe saved up a little bit more, but oh well, I really want to summon, so here we go. You get the cool kind of anime intro and the wanted signs. And we're looking for a rainbow. No rainbow. We got 2 gold, but no rainbows. Shiori. Now the highest rarity I think you can get through summons is 3 stars, which is the rainbow one. And then we're going to get a couple of 1 stars. Izumi. Yukari. Ray. Lima, that's great. I don't even know if I'm not even going to try to say that. We got a Divine Amulet. Once you summon them, you can use those to get the shards. And Kuka, who's crazy, I guess. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just fantasizing. Oh, my goodness. Yep. This is definitely a waifu game. I think a lot of people are going to like it. All right, we're going to do it one more time. And just cross your fingers that we get ourselves at least one more 3-star. That's what I want. One more 3-star. Come on. Gold, 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 gold. 4 golds and no rainbows. Come on. Yukari. Zuna, welcome. Iori. Masaki. Again, I'm not even going to try to say that. Mahiru. Like a cowgirl. That's great. They have some really great characters in this. Lots of personality. Mifuyu? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Kuka, we already got her, and I think that's it. So there we go. So we got all these new characters added onto our team. And then we might have gotten some premium currency. We might be able to... Let's see. We got some more stamina. We get enough premium currency to do one more. Maybe. Let's see. We only needed 40 more. But like I said, you can go to your characters. You can go to one of their stories. Watch it. Let's just do it so I can show you guys kind of how this works too. And then we'll do at least one more summon and see what we get. Now, the story it'll play through, but I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just skip it. I'll come back and watch this later. You can skip it, then you get the premium currency, and let's just do it one more time. We get a bunch of other characters, so we definitely are going to be able to have enough to do it. Go ahead and skip it. Now, I will say, like, there was one thing that kind of bugged me about this game. It's a big download. It's a really big download. And it's constant, like, as you jump in and play for the first time, if you decide not to download all of it, you have to, like, pause every once in a while to download stuff. It's kind of it's a little bit annoying, so. Seriously, we're not getting any rainbows. This is, like, the worst summon I've ever done in a video. All right, Masaki, Hori. We're going to get tons of duplicates now. Come on. And Chica. So we got at least one new character. Oh, well. Hopefully some of these characters are actually pretty good. Unfortunately, I did not get another 3-star character. There you guys go. Priconne. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Princess Connect. Redive. If you guys enjoyed today's video, if you guys want to see more videos on this, which I'll probably come out with a couple more videos, then let me know down below. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Well, friends, my name's Koolio, and I'll see you next time.